U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin visited Space Command in Colorado Springs this week. Now, Space Command is supposed to move to Huntsville, Alabama in the coming years, but Colorado leaders are fighting to keep it here in our state. Here is Denver 7 political reporter Megan Lopez.
It's a visit told through pictures, a snapshot of all Colorado has to offer, an offer local, state, and federal politicians say doesn't have to end. As U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin took a tour through the temporary home of Space Command this week, there's a renewed push for the program to stay put. On a local level,
Colorado Springs has really from the outset been the epicenter of military space.
Colorado Springs Mayor John Suthers recently sent a letter to the Defense Secretary making the case for Space Command to stay.
I can't believe they're really going to want to spend, $3 billion to move this when everything is operating as it should in Colorado Springs and there would be no disruption.
Suthers called the move costly, flawed, and politically motivated. On a state level,
we're ready. We want to bring it here if we can.
A bipartisan group of lawmakers is making quick work of a bill to change a line in state statute to officially recognize Space Force as a branch of the National Guard.
The bill that I put forward allows us to be the first, literally the first in the nation to accept Space Force National Guard troops.
Representative Mike Lynch, who's a veteran himself, says it's a little detail that could make a big difference.
We're hoping that this leads us to potentially getting Space Force back.
On a federal level, that push is felt in subcommittee questions.
Why rip it in half and send some across the country?
Senator John Hickenlooper,
it drives me crazy that they would have ever considered moving it.
One of many who pushed for an investigation that's now underway to determine why the decision to move was made.
If you can't answer all the questions, and there wasn't much of a reason to begin with without any questions, why don't you leave it where it is?
For now, Space Command will stay put as Colorado's full force of lawmakers fights to keep it that way. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.